I'm not Armenian, so the presentation will be in English. Anyone heard about AR or augmented reality?
Yes.
Okay, so do you know how it works? In general, so the basic augmented reality, it means that we need something to detect, and we are mapping an object, 2D or 3D, there is no difference, on that paper that we are detecting, on that image that we are detecting based on some algorithm, and it can be tracked based on your camera stream. Okay. Today we are going to use two simple tools for creating an augmented reality app or game, whatever you can call it, just in some simple steps. Currently we have 2-3 different big augmented reality libraries that you can use. It's called Vufuria, Wikitude, and AR Toolkit. AR Toolkit is open source completely, Wikitude and Vufuria is paid. But today we are going to use the Vufuria because it has the most accurate tracking, it has the most accurate detection, and the rest. So basically the first thing that you need to do is to just open up your browser, go to your developer.vufuria.com. If you don't have an account, register on it. I already have. They have some connection problem? No. Okay. Here you should just put the develop part. There is a license key. Every app is required a license key that you can just add a license key in here. We are in the development mode right now, so it doesn't require any kind of payment or anything else. So it's generated a So here I can see the license key that I have, and here is the one that I just created. Here's my license key. Okay. We need the Vufuria also library to integrate it into our platform. It has a variety of library for Windows, for Universal Windows platform, iOS and Android. Today we are going to use the Unity one. And also, anyone is familiar with Unity 3D? Oh, okay. I'm happy for it. Okay. Unity 3D is a game engine. It's the most powerful one currently in the market. We have some others like Unreal or some others that I don't know. I just know the Unreal. Unity is the most comfortable one, the most that you can develop as fast as you can. Also, it's giving you the export for iOS, Android, Windows Phone, any kind of game console, and the rest. So, I will also open up a new Unity project. And just for the note also, you can download the Unity from here. You can just go here, get Unity. These are some plans of basically the free one. Try the personal one. And it's giving you an installer then, the rest. Can we have one of those posters for Barcamp? Yeah, just one. Thank you. Okay, it is downloaded. Yes, you just need to click on it. And click the import. It is importing the full library in here. Okay. After you will import the Vuforia into your Unity project, there is an option is added in here called Vuforia. So you just need to click on it, configuration. We will come back to our part, click on the develop, and just copy our license key in here. You just need to copy this one. So again, one more time, Vuforia configuration, and it's going to be here. And that's all. Okay, we will come back to Vuforia part. We said that we just need something to track, right? An image to track. That's right. So for detail, for augmented reality, we need an image to map something on it. I just got a Barcamp poster in here. I'm going to make a picture right now on my phone with it. Also, we need to add a database in here. We will go for the rest after this part. Just on the device part, I will call it Barcamp Test DB. So when you will click on it, now you can add several type of target. You can add a single image, that the thing is actually we are going to do right now. For you to have a better I will just take a picture of this. Okay. So I will edit it a bit to so here I will just open my phone. So I will just cut it on my desktop. One more thing also, in Vuforia you need to have your target at most 2 megabyte. It cannot be more than 2 megabyte. So because of that, the image is, I think, 8 megabyte and something. Yeah. So we'll just use the online tool. Oh, come on. I'm not seeing the browse button. Okay, thank you. Okay, I already have another one that we can use. That is in here. I have created it so many backends. So after you're just uploading your image, you need to also get a width with it. This width, this width gonna define the width of your target on your platform. So it's gonna be 1 unit based on centimeter, based on millimeter, based on pixels, whatever you have on your platform. It's Android, iOS, Unity, or whatever else. So I have it, so I will just click on it, download the dataset for Unity editor. So it has downloaded already. Again, you need to click on it. After you're adding a Vuforia, there is a folder in here called Vuforia, and we have something in games. We call it prefabs. Prefabs, basically they're the same thing as the object-oriented programming, but for games and game object. So it's something pre-created, it's ready, the codes, everything is added to that. So you just need to drag and drop it into your scene. This is your scene hierarchy. This is your 3D view. This is the view that your main camera has. Basically, also we don't need a camera in here because we need to have our own AR camera. And also an image target. Image target is the same thing that you have added into your database and downloaded it. The same thing for detection. So I will click on it. Predefined, it means predefined. So this is the name of your database that you have downloaded. So if you have 2, 3 different databases, here you can see it. I will call on the Grinch. So now also I will add just a cube on it. I will adjust the size of it. I'm saving my scene as a test one. Also, we have to adjust our platform. Here, when you're building something in Unity, you need to add your scene into it, so the thing that you want to build. So I will just add the open scene. It will add my scene, my current scene that I'm working on. And then I will click on build and run. There is one more thing. Here in Vuforia configuration, you need to make your database active. So when I will click on it, and active here in the databases part. Part of the player setting, I will also set the orientation of our app in the landscape mode, and let's build it. The other setting also, when you're building on Android, you need to have a package name and the rest of the stuff. If I'm not going to do this thing, now we should be fine. Here also you will see my phone screen. hasn't been saved. So one more time. Okay. We have started. So basically you're seeing the camera in here, and it is in here it is upside down, but on my phone it's okay. So when you're building it, it's gonna be okay. Or no. Okay, when I'm detecting it, so you can see the same cube that we have put it on our target on the Unity, and you can view it in the very angle. Okay, so it was really that simple. You don't need to add any code, you don't need to add any script, you don't need to do anything. So what if we want to play a video on it? We can do that also. So basically, very simply, let me to clear this one. Also in the Unity, you have an asset store. There is a library called Easy Movie Texture. It is a paid one, but I have already bought it, so I can show you. But they have some free version also. And for free also, it's supporting the videos by itself in the MP4 format. The reason that I'm using this, because for my own projects, I'm using this because it's supporting a lot of other formats. It's supporting the live streaming. And the rest, that's why I'm using it. So also it has already imported itself. I will make the gizmo size down. And everything that you want to put also on your target, you need to be the child as this image target. So now I will delete it. I will go to this folder, prefabs again, video manager. But we cannot see the video manager because it's too big. Rotation, we need to rotate it during Z for 90 degree. No. Okay, X. So I will click on the W button. R is for scaling. When you're clicking on your scene, you can scale it. When I'm clicking on W, it's for just moving. So I will move it down. I will scale it down. Move it up a bit. It's still too big. And we will exactly somehow putting it on a Okay, we're gonna build it again. If I had the target, I could show you in the editor, but because I don't have it, I need to every time build it. Also, we already have a video, there's a folder in your project called a streaming asset. The video is already in there that we want to play, so we hope that it's gonna play. It's already playing the video. So sorry. It's already playing the video, so we just need to add some script to not to play the video. It's a quite long video. So this was the things that we could do. Now we can add some stuff, for example, for gaming. We can add a shooting ability, we can have some enemies as some cylinders and we can shoot them in order to have the ability. So for that, I'm building this project to first show you how it's gonna work. You don't need to do the things that I'm doing right now because I have already published this game previously. It's getting from me a license key. You can have a unit. The good thing about Unity is you have the access to the full 3D thing, to a lot of libraries for lighting, for game development, for adding a physics into it, so you can simulate some industrial engineering stuff. You can create some game, you can create some advertising apps, and the rest. During this time, if someone has a question, ask, because basically we cannot do anything during this build.
Can you use this from our custom engines, or is it supposed only Unity?
It's supporting Android and iOS. It's giving an API, the Fourier. It's giving an API for Android and iOS. The reason we are using Unity, I am using Unity because Unity built for 3D stuff. So doing some 3D simulations is pretty easy in it. If you want to simulate the same thing into Android or iOS, you need to use the OpenGL and create all of that process by your own. In here it's 2-3 clicks and that's all.
So I suppose you use some native API?
They have.
Readers, so
Yeah, they have. They have. I'm not sure that they have a C++. They don't have, but they have a Java native library for Android and the Objective-C or Swift library for iOS.
Oh, okay.
I closed the mirroring. This is the view of the game that we have created. So I will just put the start. And Can you see it somehow? And here you have the ability to shoot the... Because I'm covering half of the image with this, it's not that accurate. Or let's do something. Somehow, as we can. Can shoot it. Basically, it is the game that we have created in only 1 week, let's say. So, just because of the Unity, we could create it in 1 week. So, we are going to do some more stuff in here. For example, I'm gonna add a cylinder. And I'm making my viewport into landscape mode. In Unity also, for having buttons and menus or the rest of the stuff, you have 2 ways to use. First is GUI, that basically you need to code for everything, for every button, for the length of your button, for the height of your button, for every single thing. You have to code for it. But from, I think, almost 1 year ago, they have added an ability called Unity UI. We are using that. We are going to use that. So UI, I'm just adding a canvas in here. There are some attributes that, for example, have you ever faced with some problem for resolutions that when you're building your apps in different devices, some buttons are out of the screen, or it's too small, or it's too big? So this problem in here, it has been solved. So you just have an option in here to scale with the screen size, and I'm adding a button in here. I'm making it a bit bigger, downer, right, it's too big, let's make it a bit smaller. Can you give me one of those? So when I'm down here, you can see it's very more better. You can have the cylinder, and you can have that button that I told there. So we want to shoot into the cylinder, and as soon as we have shotted it, it should be destroyed, let's say. So I will click on this image target, go here. Normally every 3D object don't have any physics, so we need to add it already have a collider. Let me check something in here. In my prefab. It's already have a collider, so basically when you will, it has the physics. Now we need to create a sphere in here. In here we just need to add some small scripts, so I will create a folder. I will create a C# script. Unity is supporting JavaScript, Lua. JavaScript, C#, and Boo, I think. Are they removed? Mm-hmm. They're not supporting Lua anymore? Okay. So I'm setting as a bullet controller. Every script in the game engines, because it's a game engine, everything is running parallelly. So we have two defined functions in every script for every object. That is on start, and the other is update. Start, it means when the game is running or when your scene is gonna come up, it's gonna run one time. But the update function is running as much as it can per frame, once per frame. So it means, for example, if your processing power on your device is, let's say, 2,000 per frame per second, this function is also running 2,000 times per second. But basically now we don't need it. There is a function for understanding that it hits something, or understanding the collider of it. So it's called onTrigger inter. So I'm adding just a print in here that impact. I will go back to my project, choose this sphere, and just give the script into this, as much as it is simple. So when we are running it, so still it is not working. So let's test it one more time. No. Okay, I think because it's taking a bit more time, I'm going to do some.
At least one of them should be rigid body component.
Rigid body is mostly for having the mass or the rest. Okay, let's try it.
I mean, the documentation says that at least one of them should have rigid body component to trigger it forward.
Yeah, you're right. So, again, we are just one time going to back to the tip. This sphere is basically our bullet that we have added into the system. And the cylinder is the target that we want to hit. Both of them has the collider. It's basically the thing that is generating the physics on it. Not directly, but part of it for impact for everything else. The sphere, also it has a collider, and also it needs to have rigid body, as he said, and it was right. I didn't know your name, however. What is your name? Garin? Garin. Ah. So it's having the rigid body component. Also, if we use the gravity, as soon as you will launch the app, you will launch the game, it will go down. So I just put out this gravity thing. And when you will launch it, when you will impact, when these two are gonna get impact with each other, we set to print an impact. Now we will say just to print, not to print, to just destroy the object. We need to have also an object to destroy. So public game object, I will call target. And in here, I will go to destroy target. The good thing about Unity is as soon as you will add a component into it, now you have a part for adding your game object into it. So simply I will just get this cylinder and drag it in here. Now it's detected. Now it's not there anymore. No, damn it. Oh, okay. Vuforia also has one other option that I'm very using of it. It's called the cloud recognition. So basically when I will come back here, for cloud recognition you have to have another license key that it should be for the cloud. You need to select your license key, the thing that you have created. So I will just click on it. So I'm having some stuff in here. For example, these pictures. This one. And let's say this one. this one, and use this one. I will put a width on it, and the name, let's be this. Okay. Let's test the other one. It has the processing and rating. This rating basically says that how much is the augmentability of your image. So it's good for detection, it's not good for image detection, and the rest of stuff. And after, you will add it into your game in here. You're from Vuforia also in the prefab part. You have a cloud recognition. Back into your license manager and your cloud database, your cloud license key, sorry. You have a part for usage where it is in. Here you have the access key. These are for client, for your app basically. You have the access key. You need to copy this one in here, and this one in here. And you need another image target. But this time you have to put the type into the cloud recognition. After you will add it, I think I have the images in here. Okay. After you will add all of this stuff, and also you can create some other images. Oh, come on. Why is this happening every time? You can have some other images. For example, this image don't have not at all a rating. So also because we are limited by the time, I will show you a ready thing. This is a cloud database that we have created, and these are the images that we have in here. So for example, the rabbit that we have defined, and some other stuff, that all of this is stored in the cloud. After you will build also your project, you will see something like this. So when I can detect this one. At the same time, none of this is in the device. All of these images is in the cloud database that we have created. We can have some others And it can be, the good thing about the cloud recognition is it can be dynamic, so you can dynamically add some images into it and it can be detected by the platform. So that's all. I couldn't make it so interesting. 3D models, it depends on you. As we showed in here, everything that you will add under this
No, I mean, what about the 3D models on cloud?
no, nothing is on the cloud. Only the images is on the cloud that you want to detect. It's not, that part is not dependent for you. You can have your own algorithm, you can have your own object somewhere, and your app need to download it from that part or streaming or whatever. So. It wasn't that good. If you have brought your laptops also with Unity, we could do some more stuff. But because a lot of the people not familiar with Unity and the rest, we couldn't make it that much far. So, that's all. Any question? Anything? Okay.